Good morning, everyone. How are you today? You all look good. Okay, nice to see everyone today. I'm going to take your roll. So, Ricky, present, right? Lauren, Isaiah, Jabari, Kaylee, Rihanna, Kasima, and Lucretia. Okay, so this morning we are continuing with meal planning service, and we're going to talk today about tray service. So take out your notebooks and head up today's date. Right, and our topic for today, tray service. So what are we going to learn about tray service today? So we want to define the term tray service. We want to discuss the factors for setting tray service, for example, the elderly, the sick, the tea time for an individual. List the implements or the appointments that we're going to use for setting a tray service. Types of trays used for tray service, and set up a tray for tea service. Oh, you want to hear that? Just start fast. Yeah. Oh, it's my food. It's my Aunt Jemima from England. Answer. Hi, Aunt. Hi, Auntie. Yes. How are you? Okay, you are in England. How is England treating you? Oh, you're not in England. You're visiting in Trinidad. Oh, okay. I haven't been able to go back since Carnival. I didn't know that. Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, I know with the quarantine and stuff, yes. So you want to come to visit for tea this afternoon? At 2 o'clock? Yes, yes, I'm available. All right, I will set a lovely tray for you for tray service, all right? Okay. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Take care. Oh my goodness. Auntie Jemima, she's 70 years old and she's living in England so long. Well, she's here still in Trinidad because she came for Carnival and she's coming over to visit you and have tea. But I don't know how to set a tray service. What I will do, boy? Alright, so we want to define what this tray service even means, right? So look in your folders. You will see your handouts that I prepared for you on tray service. So take it out, everyone. And in your handout, we have the definition for tray service, right? So tray service is a style of service that does not make use of the usual dining table, but instead dishes and table appointments are arranged on a tray, which are brought to the diner. This is the style used in serving patients in hospitals or sending meals for service. So what we want to do, if the person cannot move, like in a hospital or in a hotel room, you bring the meal to them, presented on a tray. So let's look at some of the factors, right? So tray service is for small gatherings, when people want to socialize and have tea or coffee. It is very convenient for the elderly. So you see like how my aunt is around 70, it would be very convenient for her because she don't have to move around too much, right? She could stay put and have tea. It is also used in the hospitals. It can be seen in hospitals to serve individual patients who have to stay put. How many of us have been to the hospital or to a hotel where you are served a tray service? Yes, Kelly, you? Okay, where did you go? Barbados. and you're staying at a hotel, right, and they brought you your meal on a tray. Okay, so you have experience what is tray service. Very nice. So the tray should be the correct size to accommodate all the necessary implements for service. If 4 persons are to be served, it should hold 4 sets of cups and saucers and have enough space to hold plates for cookies for 4 persons. Your creamer, right? Your creamer and sugar bowl should be able to fit with enough space for food with spoons and napkins, right? And all your food stuff on the plates. Tray service is a part of meal planning and service. It can be both formal or informal service, meaning the occasion can be a formal or informal service. So, Aunt Jemima is coming over to my house. Would that be a formal or informal service? Yes, Brianna? Informal. Very good. Because she's coming home. And a formal service would be like, yes, for like if you go out to a restaurant for tea and they're bringing you the tea, formally they're presenting the tea to you on a tray. Right? Very good. So, we are going to look at the reasons why a tray service is necessary. So, tray service is popular, as we say, for small gatherings. So you wouldn't want to serve a tray service for like a wedding party, would you? No, that would be inappropriate. And for people who want to socialize and have tea, it is convenient for the elderly and the sick. So you will see that in the hospital, they will bring you your meals on a tray service. Because you're sick, you can't move. For guests who prefer to stay in one place and have tea, and patients who are more likely to eat and enjoy a well-presented meal, and better meals presentation minimizes food waste and it lowers costs, right? So you have less food wastage and you won't spend as much money. So now we are going to look at all the implements for tray service. What do I mean by implements? Implements or appointments. Let me write that. You remember we did the term appointments when we did buffet and we did when we were learning the terms in food service. So I'm going to write that word implements. Or appointments. All right. Yes, Katie. Which means, right, all the things that are necessary to dine or to set the table, like your tea plate, your cutlery, right, your teacup and your saucers and all those things that you use to have your meal, those are called implements or your appointments. Very good. So let's list them. So we will start off with the tray. Right, so this is your tray, looking like if it's made of wood, because it's brown. So I'm saying it's made out of wood. And then you have your milk jug. That's it here, your teapot. Then you have your floral decoration here, your doily that lays the tray, and then your teacup, your saucer, your sugar dish. Right, this dish is holding some cherries. And then you have another bread plate here that is holding some nice lovely cakes and muffin. And then you have the other bread plate with a napkin on it. You have your butter knife, your butter dish with your curl butter. And this is how your tray is supposed to look for service, right? Very attractive. So we're moving on. Okay, so let's discuss now the types of trays. Now, trays could be of varying types. So we're going to first talk about what material they are made of, okay? So this one is made of wood. And what shape is it? It's a circle, right? It's a circular shape and it's made of wood, right? made of steel. Yes, stainless steel, Ricky. Very good. And it's what shape? Circular. And what size is it? Let's compare. Right, it's much smaller than the wooden one, okay? It's a smaller tray. And then I have another one, this one. This is made out of plastic, right, as you can see. It's a plastic tray. And what shape is it? Rectangular, right. And what size is it? Yes, it's of a medium size, yes. Because I have another one. This one is rectangular in shape, made of stainless steel. But look at the sizes. Right, this one is much smaller than this one. Okay, very good. So, as you can see in your handout, on page 4, you will see that I have different types as well, just like what I presented to you. Wood, rectangular. We have oval as well, they're oval shape, circular, rectangular. Alright, everyone? Any questions? Glass. Well, some trays could be glass, but it's not really safe to serve with glass because you know glass could break. So it should be of a material that if it do fall, it wouldn't fall and break, alright? If you go to like a very fancy place, sometimes they will serve certain hors d'oeuvres on glass, or little drinks, small little cocktail drinks on glass, alright? So sometimes glass, you could have glass tray. Very good question, Vicky. Alright, so we are moving on. Okay, so how do you set a tray for service? So I'm going to demonstrate while we read through and we go through what we have to do to set a tray for service. So I'm going to first gather all my implements, and if they are dirty, I need to wash them. I also need to obtain my tray for service because this is what I'm going to be placing the implements on. I also have to obtain my doily, okay? So I'm going to obtain my tray as I did here. You wash, all my implements are washed and dry and clean. My tray, clean as well. And I am going to place my clean doily. I'm going to fold it in because we don't want any of the edges of the doily hanging out of the tray. Alright? So we want everything tucked in there, nice and neat and flat. You're going to obtain your tea mug. You're going to add hot water in it. You're going to lay it on the tray. Your milk jug, you're going to add your milk to it. Remember, your handles are pointing to the right side. Your sugar bowl should be placed there with your spoon, right? And then we're going to add our teacup. Next, I'm going to add my saucer, not my bread plate, sorry, with my napkin folded nicely and neatly. I am going to add my fork and my spoon. Nothing should be hanging out of your tray. Everything should be inside. And last but not least, my floral decoration for added attractiveness. Okay, class? And this is how you set and present your tray service. Alright? Any questions? Okay, so if there are no questions at this time, I'm going to split the class into two groups. So I'll have Jabari, Laron, Lucretia, and Kaylee in one group, and Isaiah, Ricky, Brianna, and Kasima in another group. You are going to take your trays set up your trays, and then I'm going to look at it and we're going to critique who did it the best, alright? Who got everything, all the implements right on the tray. Alright, so come on class. Very nice. Alright groups, very good work. You all set the tray beautifully. Right? This one is missing what? Yes, the floral decoration and the teamwork, right? Right. And what is, tell me if you all find any faults in any of them before we move on. Okay, this one is, yes, the toilet is hanging off a bit over the tree, and that shouldn't happen, right? Everything should be tucked inside the tree. Very good observation. Yes, the T-mug is missing from this one. Right. So in a case like this, what could we do? Right, we could bring the tea already made. We could ask the person what if they want tea or coffee, make the tea or coffee and present it to them if we do not have space for the mug. Alright? Very good. Alright, so let us continue. Alright, so we set the tray for service already and we're going to move on. If you look in your folder, you will find a word search. Open your folders, find your word search, and you have 5 minutes to do it. Let me see how fast you could do that. Okay, all done? How many of us did it finish? Isaiah, you didn't finish because you're talking to Ricky too much. You have to concentrate on your work. Katie, you done? Okay, all the girls are done. Lauren is finished as well. Jabari? Alright, well the time is up. So very good. So let's move on. So those words were related to words that deal with tray service. Right. So let's go on to activity number 2. So activity number 2, in the diagram below, and you do this in groups like a game. So I'll have the same group from before, Isaiah, Ricky, Kasima, and Brianna in one group, Lauren, Jabari, Kaylee, and Christian in group 2. Right? So let us play this game. Alright, so you have 5 minutes to name all the implements. Write it down on your sheet as in one group and present the sheet. Alright, so Kasima, your group. What you got? There's your tray. Teapot. Teacup. Teaspoons. Yes. Doily. Teapot. Milk jug. And floral deco. Okay. Right? Group 2. Katie, follow the items you'll have. Right? Your tray, teapot, teacup, saucer, right? Teaspoons, floral decor, doily, milk jug, sugar dish, a sugar bowl, yes. What again? Your butter, right, your butter dish, bread plate, and your, very good, and your butter knife. Wonderful. So, group 1 and group 2, look at some of the things. For this group have more. Oh, okay. So group 1 you missed out some stuff, okay? So what things did group 1 miss out? Saucer, what else? Milk jug, butter dish, sugar bowl, the bread plate, and the butter knife. Okay. Group 1, add those things to your list. And good job, everybody. Give yourself a clap. That was good. Nice. All right. So, do you all have any questions concerning trade service? How many of us feel confident that if your auntie came to visit, your elderly aunt, your great aunt, or your granny came over to visit, and she wanted tea, would you be able to set up a tray for tray service for tea? Yes, Brianna? Isaiah? Yes, your granny young, so she will drink tea. But you could still set it up not only for tea, but even if she wants like a little snack, like orange juice or a muffin or sandwich, you could present it to her and she will be very pleased with this. You think this will make a nice presentation? Yes, it would, for anybody who's coming to visit. Alright? Show off your food, nutrition, and health skills. Alright? Okay, so I have one more thing for you all to do. We're going to do a review, but before you do your review, I have an assessment for you to do. Yes, on the topic. So open your folders again, take out your assessment. You have 5 minutes to do your assessment. It's not very long, it's a few questions on what we just did in class. So you should remember everything. So, the time begins now. Okay, we're all done? Right. So, let me take up these and I will mark them for you. You'll receive them next day. Right, thank you. Right. So, let's review. We want to define the term. We defined the term trade service, and trade service is a type of service that uses table appointments, right? And it is presented on a tray. Alright, very good. List 3 reasons why trade service is used. So trade service is used because of what? Yes, the elderly or the sick, and they cannot move. Very good. Lauren? Yes, it minimizes waste, right, and cuts costs. And Kelly? Okay, very good. So for it is usually seen in hospitals, right, for persons who cannot move. Yes, Isaiah said that already, but that is still, you still remember one. So list 6 items, used in trade service. So 6 items are, we had them there, you erased the board, but you could remember. Right, you have a bread plate, a teaspoon, a milk mug, a sugar dish, teacup, saucer, teaspoons, flour decor, your tray, your doily. Very good. And last but not least, the steps for laying out your tray service. You obtain and gather all your implements, wash and dry them, make sure that they are clean. Make sure your tray is clean, wash them clean and dry. Then you lay your doily on the bottom of the tray, and then you add your tea mug, your teapot with hot water, your milk jug with milk, your sugar dish with sugar, your teacup, And your teacup is on your saucer, your bread plate, your teaspoon, and your fork. On your napkin, on your bread plate, your butter dish. And last but not least, your floral decoration to add attractiveness to your tree. Very good, class. Any questions? Yes, well, sometimes if you don't have the floral decor, sometimes you could add a bowl of fruit to add a bit of color and attractiveness to your tree. All right, Lauren? Okay. Very nice. So, class, I want to thank you and have a good day. And we will review for your final assessment, which will be coming up next week. All right? Have a good day. Bye.